So imagine you get an email from Microsoft that says, "Hey, your account may be compromised." Oh, wait, no, I've seen that spam message 100 times. So, of course, when Microsoft actually sends a legitimate email that says your account may be compromised, most people deleted it thinking it was phishing or it went to spam mailboxes. Like even in people's Outlook, the official message from Microsoft went to their spam box about this hack. Or, you're just going to ignore it because it looks like every other spam message. So what happened here is a Russian nation state hacker group, Midnight Blizzard, penetrated Microsoft defenses last year, accessing emails of multiple customers. So in June, Microsoft was like, "Oh, hey, we need to let our customers know
nice
about this issue."
Yeah.
I know, right? So instead of where you would see it, like in my portal and like a nice big banner where it says, "Hey, this happened," no, they decided to send an email to everybody that looks exactly like every other phishing attempt email that I've gotten to try and compromise my Microsoft account. So, guys, tell me, would you have paid attention to this email if it came across your inbox?
Well, I don't know if it did because I wouldn't have. So
No, exactly.
We're
No is the
365.
answer.
We run 365 here, so like we're on Teams,
Right.
Outlook, the whole 9 yards. So
Yeah, and I definitely didn't see this. So, or if I did, I did exactly what I ignored it. Yeah, I think it speaks, and that's the problem, right? It speaks to a bigger problem, doesn't it? It speaks to a bigger problem around phishing. We get so many of phishing stuff at Coder Foundry. It's insane how many phishing emails we get. Some very generic and really bad, some really targeted and actually quite good when you start looking at them, that you become desensitized to what those things are.
For sure.
I don't know what the solution is here from a technology standpoint, but there has to be some kind of a solution to authenticate them better, have them filtered from trusted sources somehow better, stop them getting through. I mean, they try spam filters and things, but clearly they don't work.
yeah, because I did not change the HR handbook today, Kevin. That email came out this morning. I saw that. I don't know if you saw that. So,
I didn't. What was that one?
the HR handbook had a new clause in it. You had to go read
Oh,
it to find out what
okay.
it
There you
was.
go. Yeah. There you go. We get those all the time. They'll be quite specific, and they'll be quite specific and niche to us too. They'll understand like our company structure sometimes, and they'll understand who Bobby is and who I am, and they'll try to make an interaction between the two of us. I mean, I don't think they realize sometimes that we talk all the time, and it's just like it's one of these things to be like. I was like, I know you didn't send me that. Like, no, I didn't.
No.
Like, but we get them all the time. Super targeted stuff. It's a problem.
It's a huge problem. Like some targeted messages that I've seen, my sister has one employee and she got an email from this employee saying that she needs to change her direct deposit information.
Mm-hmm.
But it was not from her employee.
Yeah.
Like, so highly, highly targeted information. So an email like this comes across and you're like, yeah, that's not legit. I think the better solution, you are Microsoft. Most likely they're using Outlook on their, you have to log into Outlook, Office 365 on the web, or you're using an Outlook client or something like that.
Yep.
You're Microsoft. You can put a banner in these programs. Like, you don't have to send an email. Like, and not only can you put a banner inside the program, so like say I log into my Outlook on Office 365, I've seen banners. They have banners on the
I
top.
see them all the time. Yeah, there's always something stupid happening or overly technical usually.
Right. So I'm like, that's where you need to put these notifications. And then as an admin too, if you only want to notify the admins, you could put it in the admin section.
Mm-hmm.
And you would need to keep it up there longer because I'm not, most likely the admins aren't logging into their admin portal
every day
often.
Yeah,
right.
Large companies probably are, but like small companies now.
It's usually for us. It's usually me when somebody forgets their password. Like I
exactly,
reset the password.
Which did happen this week. So
which did happen this week. Yeah, exactly. I had to reset someone's two-factor. So like it happens.
Right. Yeah. So this hack is like a year ago. It's not like this information is like needs to happen right this second. So like keep the banner up for like a year. Hey, this happened, and your account might.
You think we're just at a point where email has now become useless? Is it so infested that we just I don't know, it's just there's too much junk in it now and there's not enough real information in it? Is it a mix of spam and phishing attempts and junk mail, and there's a million things go in that box? How often do you get an email from an actual person that is a one-to-one communication with you? It's very rare these days.
Seems like it, I guess it depends on what your job function is, but like in general, I think 90% of my email is spam.
Yeah, and so that's actually a really good point. I would say that if I am like most people, I think still need email because, there is that one-to-one communication, but we need to start thinking about what's the next thing.
Yep. I agree.
Because you're right. It's such a mess. Things are going to get lost. Like my family tech email is just a disaster because, that email address is out there. And so I get so much junk in there.
Yep.
My personal email address isn't as bad because, Google filters out, puts it in the inbox and then puts like my Amazon orders and everything and like updates. And so it kind of filters that out for me, but I still have to like manually go into the update section and the promotion section and like try and kill everything. So yeah, whoever comes up with the next thing for communication, I think is gonna
something that replaces
really win
email.
out.
I agree. Something that replaces email that is more, I don't know, authenticated. I guess it has to be, right? Like you should be authenticated somehow as a user and maybe as a receiver. And maybe there's, I don't know, is this a good use for blockchain somehow? I don't know. Maybe that's, I don't know. Maybe there's something to be said there for that.
Sure.
But it's, I think you're right. I think that next level thing is it's going to be big.
You would think AI would figure this out.
We'll talk about that next.
We're gonna talk about
I was
that
like, speaking of, I think we might have something on that.